we're getting ready to do a maintenance test flight, and we're going to do the startup procedures. So we've already done the acceptance flow. Now we're going to do the startup procedures. First thing we're going to do is start at the bottom, make sure environmental mode off, ram air. Gear is obviously down. Throttles are above the gates, power levers above the gates, and condition levers are down to low. Taxi light is off. We don't want to drain the battery just yet. Prop sink's off. And flaps are up. Checking all our circuit breakers. We're all good there. Coming across the top. Make sure our gens are off. We're in parallel. Battery's coming on. Okay, cabin doors unlocked during the start just in case we got an egress. Position lights, anti-collision lights are on. Everything else is off. Okay, that's my hydraulic, auxiliary hydraulic pump, giving me some hydraulic pressure for my brakes. And that is my seat sliding back, which it has been doing lately. All right, so we're going to start number one first. Reset our fuel counter. We got about 1,000 pounds on board. Switch on should not come on. NTS test light. Fuel pump coming on. Checking fuel pressure. We got fuel pressure. Go into start. NTS light comes on, and then ground start, and I'm putting my hand on the HP limiter. I'm watching my RPMs. We don't want to hang out between 18 and 28%. And I'm watching my ITT. ITTs are nice and cool. They didn't even go above 850. We're up to 40% RPM, 50%, 60%. ITTs coming down, and they should rest around 80%. Okay, NTS light went out at about 30%. That's a good check. And another option is to get your hand off the HP limiter and put your hand on the condition lever in case you got a sudden emergency shutdown. We got a good start. Engine has stabilized. I call it good light. I'm going to turn on the generator. Generator number 2 is on now. And it's stabilized down to 100. Now we're going to start number 1. Left is clear. Generator's on. Same deal here. NTS light should not come on. NTS test light. Fuel pump on. I've got fuel pressure. Air start and ground start. Hand over to HP limiter. RPMs are coming up. At 30%, that light comes back on. NTS light's on. Watching my ITTs. Make sure we don't get too hot. Coming through 50. Once it comes through about 40 to 50, it really spools up quickly. The temperatures come down because you're blowing so much air through there. Okay, we got a good light. Generator 2, sometimes, or generator 1 sometimes doesn't want to come on. I'm going to turn them both on, turn 1 on, and then turn number 2 on. Now I'm going to come across, and we will get to the microphone here in a second. Doors locked, cabin lights are on. Coming across, turn on my radios and my inverter. AC volts light should go out. I got 2 inverters. Now we can talk.
Test 1, 2. Okay. Every one of our planes is different. I'll turn that up.
Mute off.
Turn the mute off. And I noticed on our last flight that trim is a little interesting. I keep it about right there, halfway between those two. Database is expired. expired, so we need to take the cards back and update that. So I'll make a note of that. So what we're doing today is a maintenance test flight. We got to check this altitude hold. It has not been working. They just put a new altitude or a autopilot computer in, and we got 2 that we got to fix here. Now I can feel the rudders, man. They are just kicking because the wind is blowing pretty good.
Dew point 0.
Feels like a gorilla
Altimeter
on the other rudders.
301. Remarks. Density altitude 3,700.
Okay, flight controls free and correct.
Stafford Municipal Airport.
Automated weather observation 2348 Zulu. Wind 280 at 14. Visibility
28014. Earlier was gusting to 30, so things have calmed down a little bit, which is good because this thing is a bear to taxi because we've got such a massive
Dew point 0
vertical fin,
altimeter.
and like I said, the rudders just keep kicking on you.
Remarks. Density altitude 3,000.
All right, so we got that,
Stafford Municipal.
and we're going to be using 30. We're going to bring the props off the locks, and in order to do that, we bring down into low, and then we bring should see a corresponding rise. There's the rise in that one, and I think I got them both.
Stafford traffic, evac 21 is lifting heliops pad, southbound departure.
Okay, I think we're ready to taxi. Stafford traffic, Turbo Commander Bravo Echo, be taxiing runway 30, Stafford. I gotta just take it easy. Like I said, the wind is up there today. With these planes, it's super hard to taxi. Just gotta take it easy. It just wants to whip you around and just weather vane you into the wind. Right now we're looking at a quartering left tailwind, so we'll set the yoke correctly. And when we get down here, one of the things we want to note is the autopilot circuit breaker. We want to know exactly where it's at. So if this thing just goes haywire on me, I got a way to shut it down. Now, when we got almost a direct tailwind, this thing's pretty easy to deal with, but when it starts coming at you as a crosswind, man, this thing be a bear. I'm actually doing pretty well right now. And because the steering on the Turbo Commander, it's really funky, you have these toe brakes that actuate after about an inch of forward travel. Before that, from neutral to that inch of travel is a hydraulic mechanism that provides your nose steering. So unlike a conventional airplane where you'd have the rudder pedal and the nose wheel interconnect, you don't have that here. So you got to keep your rudder pedals perfectly even. If you don't, the system will lock you out of steering. And you talk about negative transfer. Oh my God! I so badly want to push that rudder pedal, but I can't. I got to just use my toes to provide this the steering. Because if I push on that rudder pedal, it's just going to lock me out, and then I'm just going to go off the side of the runway or the taxiway. So that keeps things pretty exciting. So you kind of waddle around like this. Most days I get pretty good now. When we don't have crazy winds, I can move out pretty smartly and stay generally on the center line. I'm just kind of bringing the power levers over the gates, get a little forward momentum, and then bring them back over the gates again once I get moving the way I like. And I'm just trying to put that center line right between my legs, right between my eyeballs, which is about a foot off of the nose wheel. Okay, coming up. Okay, final checks. Feels good. Strobe lights on. Flaps are up, gears down. Environmental systems on. Brakes off, prop sinks off. And we've already dealt with our trim, so we're good there. And we'll just double check our yoke movement. That looks good. Suction's good. Vacuum's good. We're going to go up to 10,000 feet. Seatbelt's nice and tight. Traffic, traffic, Bravo Echo, Turbo Commander Bravo Echo, taking off 30, downwind departure to the east. Traffic. All right, here we go. A little bit of weather is clearing out now. Okay, we're going to bring our condition levers full forward. Prep sinks off, engine instruments all green, and we're ready. Here we go, power's coming in. I'm using my brakes. And then I'm off the brakes at about 40 knots, and I'm syncing these up, and these power levers tend to walk on you. There's 100. There we go. Gear up.